This is mutation number 137, well-trained with Artanis P3. In the past, only Siege of Storms has been beaten with Artanis because he's generally not very good against aggressive deployment plus Avenger, mainly Avenger. With so many extra enemies, he's going to start bleeding enemies, or bleeding units. And here, I'm using energy regeneration and cooldown reduction instead of warp in speed increases for warped in units, and you'll see why in a bit. Because mainly we're going to be using two units that have a lot of abilities, and we want those abilities as often as possible. So we're going to start off with a quick Nexus. So we get up to 17 probes. So on the 15th or 16th probe, you send it over, and then you'll drop your Archons to expand. We're not doing the extra Nexus because the first wave comes later, like very late, so it's kind of not worth it. If you're doing like RTK or something, you can do it, but then, or like Void Launch is fine as well. But on this map, the first wave is at like 4 minutes, so it's probably better off, you're better off not doing that, delaying your eco. By doing this, you just get an expo much faster, then get Warp Gate, Gas, just like before, just like always. So we'll skip through this, gas, skip through this, nothing special happens here. After this is done, get a Cybernetics Core, Pylon, okay. Nothing special happens here. So I'm gonna send some over because this way I get to mine more efficiently, faster. And then here, I'm gonna get 4 Dragoons. Okay, so we're gonna slow down now. And we're gonna micro. So Dragoons have 6 range, Roaches have 4, which means that I can hit them, pull back, and then hit them again. I have an Immortal, and with the barrier, it can absorb some of the damage that he gets hit with, and that's really nice. He got some hull damage on him already, which is unfortunate. Here we're gonna get a Forge, and then aggressive deployment is gonna either spawn here or here, mostly, or maybe here. So pretty much we don't want it to spawn in the back, because if it spawns in the back, we'll be out of position. This time we're already here, so spawning in the back is good. I guess if we're already here, we hope it spawns in the back. If we're already here, we hope it spawns where we are. Pretty much that's it. Here, I'm gonna solar right away, even before the train, because the main thing is not to kill the train. The solar is to kill the enemies guarding the train. And then my Dragoons and Immortals, or Immortal, can deal the rest of the damage. Here, before 6 minutes, we're pretty much like fully saturated in both bases, getting the robotic support. A second pylon because we want to get gateways here to stall aggressive deployment waves if we're out of position. This observer is going to go here because I want to use the vision for Unbound Fanatics on the second train if necessary. And then here we take this out. Second Immortal. Immortals are the most important units in this run because of the barrier. Barrier is super good. 1 Reaver to take care of the Zerglings and for splash damage. This thing is here to block. The full, almost full, almost full. And then here we're gonna control the Dragoons. So we get them out of the way and then make sure the Reaver doesn't die. So the Reaver, okay. Alright, if the Dragoons die, then it's fine. I accidentally triggered all 3 barriers at the same time, which was very, very stupid. That was very bad. Now, it's on cooldown. Fortunately, I have a shorter cooldown because of the mastery, so that's good. But here, pretty much, I don't want to... I don't want them to break my Immortals so fast. Luckily, for this one, the waves split so that I could take care of them one at a time, because if they spawned together, I would have been in some trouble. I'm gonna get all 3 upgrades for the Reavers, Reaver and Immortals, not the Observer ones, because Observer is pretty much just gonna stay still. And then here, I'm kind of hanging out on the high ground. So on the high ground, this way I can shoot them before they hit me. So let's see. If I go like this, they don't see me, so they're just gonna get hit from the high ground, and because they're ravaging infestation, they don't even send queens or anything. So as long as I don't let them hit my observers, they won't know that I have invisible units, and they won't send overseers. This run requires them to not send any Overseers. Twilight here to get ground weapons level 2, and then the wave comes at 9, 10-ish. So I'm getting ready. These on high ground, and I'm hoping that they fall on the low ground. So since they fall on the low ground, I can block. And this one, very lucky because the Archons, the waves fell both at the bottom. If one of the waves fell at the top, I would have to go back to stop it, and it would affect my run a lot. I would have to either waste energy or split my forces to take care of them, and I'm going to move forward to fight these. All zealots are sacrificial in this run. They're pretty much mineral dump, and then here, this is the ideal start. I actually used an Unbound Fanatic call down to deal with the 6-minute wave plus the next 2 aggressive deployment waves, but for this one I decided to do the Reaver. In an attempt right before this, I tried using Reaver and I was able to stop the waves with some micro, so I decided to just keep it that way. I also set an Observer here, which will be very important later, as you'll see. It's also here just in case the train snuck by and I needed to warp in some units to catch them. So here these guys are basically shooting for free, and then they hit the Zealots, and then when they turn the corner, they try to hit the Immortals, whose barriers will be triggered, and then no problem. So the next one, the next wave is at 11:20. I built a gateway here, warp gate, to block any hybrid dominators. Another warp gate here to, not dominators, destroyers. I need to stop the destroyers from getting here, and I'm getting spin lots so that my zealots can do something. So here, same thing, I see them, and since both waves spawn at the same side, I will use shield overcharge. If one spawned here and one spawned here, I would have saved my shield overcharge so that I can deal with them later. Oh, I forgot to mention, but I used solar and bombardment right here at before 11:20. I needed to use solar bombardment before 11:20 because I need it for later before 16:20, which you'll see later. So just like at first, solar bombardment is not here to damage the train, it's to kill the escorts, and then my super strong immortals will deal with these guys. No problem. So these guys are not armored, unfortunately, so they don't take extra damage. I'm just gonna siege observers over the edge, and then yeah. So here I'm just kind of microing my units, basically hit, pull back, and then summon some zealots with my minerals to deal some extra damage with spins, and then mainly get immortals with some reavers. I'm trying to get like a 2-to-1 ratio of immortals to reavers. I want more immortals because the barrier is really nice. And then here I saw this guy. Oh no, he's here. I thought like I need to pull him back, but the attack wave is coming. I don't want to pull him. So here I summoned 3 zealots to just kind of bother him, and an immortal for damage dealing, and I'm hoping that the AD wave does not fall there, because if the AD wave falls there, I'm kind of screwed. AD wave is falling in 10 seconds. So here I'm going to shoot them from above ground, but I didn't. So they're dropping here, and then shield overcharge, bam bam bam. This drop was very lucky because they're now in position. I don't have to come all the way here to fight them. I'm basically going to kill this wave, and then they're going to walk over. Because they have no vision of the high ground, they don't actually attack my probes until they turn the corner, which they won't, or they will barely. This guy is just there to stall, and then bam bam bam. This comp is actually good to fight because they don't send lings after tier 2. I lost an immortal, unfortunate. Now this next one, I'm sending this guy back, so because I don't need forward vision anymore. This plan is to use Archons and then attack when the Archons or Unbound Fanatics are body blocking for these guys. See, they're Mutalisks and I'm not using goons, so I have to actually like make two Dragoons just to stop this guy from bothering me. It's kind of unfortunate. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go. So when I'm looking for hurt immortals and I try to pull him back if possible, like right there, pull him back. If Dragoons die, I don't really care. This train has low HP, so it's easy to take him out. And then I just try to not let my immortals die if possible. Like this guy, oh my gosh, he just barely made it out with 2 HP. Now, how am I going to take out the bottom? Well, you will see. Here, when aggressive deployment hits, I will shield overcharge usually, but this one, they didn't hit at the same time, and I thought, this wave isn't that strong. I can just power through. So I save 25 energy there. And then the wave is also split, so I can come down here and take him out as well. And see, 20 seconds. So I need to use this, I need to solar by 1620. If I don't solar by 1620, it is hard to get through. So I'm gonna drop Archons here, and then solar. That's enough to kill a train. Whatever's left after this is just whatever. We'll let them come to my base. So most of the things, they're dead. Solar does about 6,000 damage, and then Unbound Fanatics do about 4,000 damage, which is way more than enough. And look at that. Blasted. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. I'm looking at the map, and I saw like these guys angry, but barely. This guy's almost dead. Unfortunate. And then here, these guys don't deal much damage, so let them shoot these warp gates while we come over and blast them. And I'm making more warp gates to stall. I'm starting to build a huge army. In another run, I had like 160 something supply, so even better than this one. But I messed that up in the late game. This one, of course, since we're here, I didn't mess it up. So here, so 6 Reavers, almost like double the Immortals. So here we go. Here, I'm gonna, I saw both waves drop on me at the same time, so I'm gonna use Shield Overcharge. This was very lucky as well, because if it had dropped here, I would have had to go back or use Archons, and that would be very, very bad. So now I have Shield Overcharge fighting this wave, kind of. It's not gonna last the whole time, but it's good enough. So right now, I'm getting like some free hits and stuff. Still using some of the minerals, because I looked at my supply count. I have a really high supply count. And then once all the ultras melt, the rest of the guys just die. So yeah, I probably should have had, oh my god, this guy's getting whipped in the back. But I should have had more Reavers. But I was focused on getting Immortals because they have the barrier. So here, this guy's hitting my stuff, and I'm like, I need to be in position. This guy can slowly poke. I made 1 Immortal, and I sent like 3 up. Yeah, 2 up here. Just fight this guy. Made another one. This guy, look at that. It's like 65 damage a shot. Very nice. So here, they can't see me. So which pretty much means I get like 3 shots. The next AD wave comes at like 20 minutes, I think. So I'm just fighting this one. And see, I get like all these free shots. I don't even have to like do anything. But I decided this is almost time for the aggressive deployment wave. I don't want to lose too many things to this. What is this, like a 7-7 wave? Huh, it dropped at 1950, but okay. And they both spawn here. Very nice. The good thing is that for this wave, even if it has spawned here, I would have been fine. So the fact that they just both spawned down here made it made it very good for me. And then Shield Overcharge being on such a low cooldown made this a lot easier. So here, another Mutalisk. Again, I don't have any Dragoon upgrades because I don't plan to mass them. So I just have like 2 guys to poke this. It's like 1 Mutalisk here, 1 Mutalisk here. It's not worth getting Dragoons. We're mainly relying on these guys with their barrier. And these guys with their extra Scarabs. So here, I'm waiting for Shield Overcharge because this is a 5-5 wave guarding a super beefy train. So here, let's go Shield Overcharge, and then we attack. So we attack, boom, boom, boom. And then look at all these Scarabs. This guy goes forward. I am saving this solar for later because this is not strong enough for me to use. I want to use it for the next train. Technically, I could use it on this train and then use it on the 10th train because I'm going to let this one go. But I decided not to do that. So here, perhaps it wasn't necessary, but at this point I looked at my money, my resources. I'm like, wow, I have so much money. But Artanis is not one to sacrifice probes because he needs the money. So here, they're attacking me, and I know that they're separate. Oh my god, and that's all, oh no, they're together. So I dropped some Archons to defend my guys, and then I kept 2 in the air so that I can deal with this wave that's coming from the left. And I looked at my units, I'm like, oh no, we're kind of out of position. So I have to drop them and then just like F2 and pull them over soon. Pull them over. Okay, and then summon things to stall. I have a lot of resources, so I'm just like, okay, we can afford to take some losses, and then I just like shield overcharge. We're gonna do this. The next 80 wave is coming soon, but we can deal with that when the time comes. We're just gonna deal with this guy first. This 7/7 wave needs to go. Dropping all these immortals, bam, bam, bam. Look at these. Melted. Okay. So here, I don't have to fight these two hybrids because I let the train go. As long as you don't mess with the escorts, they won't attack your base. So here, I'm just kind of waiting. And I have some cooldowns left. So look at that. A nice bank. Nice bank. And then we're just waiting for the AD wave. I'm hoping that they both spawn at the bottom. Again, of course. That way, if they both spawn at the bottom, I can fight them. And should be coming soon because my shield overcharge is ready. Will be ready. And then here, I see, okay, it's time to use them. And I saw, hey, they're dropping on me. Oh, and I saw this one. They dropped on the other side. I'm like, oh, crap. So here I need to solar. I thought about solaring this side, but when I tried it last time, it didn't do enough train damage. So here, I need to drop... I dropped 4 dudes here, and then 1 here, to just tank. This guy got wrecked. So I'm like, okay, I have shield overcharge, so I should be okay, right? Right, and then here, those 4 fanatics killed almost everything here, which is really nice. And you can see my supply just dropping, making a lot of zealots just for the heck of it. And I saw, okay, all the enemies are gone, so I'm actually fine. Okay, so let's go now. Still maxed out, not almost maxed out. I lost a building, but I actually didn't realize I lost the Robo support bay, but we're at the end. So we're just gonna make immortals anyways. Okay, so I was thinking, should I do the Unbound Fanatic and then attack? Should I do the Unbound Fanatic and then use them as shields? Nah. Shield overcharge is just so much better in the late game. So I'm here like just max out, just like use all the money, make whatever units possible, and then shield overcharge and we go in. And then while during this shield overcharge, I'm just fighting, and then I realized, oh shoot, aggressive deployment is coming. So I'm like, okay, right click the train. So we're just right clicking the train now. I'm like moving forward. These guys have been body blocked, but then I'm just right clicking the train before the shields run out because it's the last one anyways. So here, yeah, and that's it. So I didn't lose my bases. Still everything pretty healthy. Big army at the end. Immortal Reaver really strong against ground, of course. If they have like air units, then you gotta get some Dragoons, which means you have fewer Immortals, and that can cause some other problems. But anyways, this was a very interesting run. Learned a lot, and thanks to Dogic for his help. And he did this first, and he shared his replay, which gave me some ideas on how to beat this. Anyways, that's it.